Hey, this really isn't a slam. This is just a really cool site that I came across when I did a site visit to Enumclaw, and it's called Zooniverse. And what I think is so cool is this really real world research that your kids can do. So there are all sorts of different disciplines that your kids can get involved in. And what we watched was a class doing biology. And a lot of these projects are companies that maybe they took a bunch of satellite images and they want your kids to help look at those satellite images and determine what they're looking at. So this floating forest ones is the one we did or we observed, and this was talking about classifying kelp and where kelp is present or absent. So what is asking your kids to do is look at satellite images and they give you a field guide about what they're seeing. Are they seeing waves, beaches, clouds? Sometimes the satellites have bad images and kids need to throw those away. But you go through the field guide with students and then you have them look at images and they're circling kelp in this instance. And you know that this kelp is growing off the southern tip of South Africa. And why is the kelp growing where it is? Another research project that your kids can get involved with, there's some really cool history and language ones. What I really love is this African American Civil War soldiers. So you're transcribing actual military records of soldiers from the Civil War. So your students can look at some of the documents and welcome to the African American Civil War Soldiers Transcription Project. The one thing I'm nervous about with this one is that it's cursive, and sometimes our kids may not be able to read cursive. So here's the information, and here is how you are, where you're turning it, what you're turning it into, and there's a tutorial to help you with it. So check out Zooniverse and see the projects that are available. Talk about real world application, talk about authentic audience. Your kids can help do research and solve some problems. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.